Once your tenants have passed referencing, it's time to sign the contracts. For most rental agreements, you'll be using an Assured Shorthold Tenancy, or AST. Unless you're a property lawyer, and since you're watching this, I'm guessing you're probably not, don't attempt to write your own contract. ASTs are legally complex and include specific clauses. Instead, buy one from a reputable online source, or ideally, let an agent do this part for you. Every contract is different, so I can't tell you exactly how to fill in yours, but here are some common parts to catch people out. Even if an agent prepares the AST, it's worth checking these common mistakes. Complete all fields. Even if it's just put an NA, it prevents anyone filling in the blanks later. Distinguish between tenants and permitted occupiers. Only tenants are legally responsible for paying the rent and should be referenced. There should be another section where permitted occupiers, which is anyone else living in the property, can be listed. The tenant's address needs to be listed. If they're moving from another property to this one, it needs to be the current address. And if they're renewing the contract and they're remaining living in the same property, then that's the rental property's address. The landlord's address needs to be listed. Use your personal home address if you own the property personally, or the business's registered address if it's owned through a company. Do not use the agent's address or a care of address. Now that doesn't mean you can't use the lettings agent's address for serving notices, but you do need to include your address under the landlord section as well. It's about being able to identify the landlord. Okay, next, don't alter the contract directly. Use an addendum to add any custom clauses so you don't mess anything up. And finally, remember, there are legal limits to what you can and can't include. Certain clauses may be unenforceable, even if both parties sign, if it contradicts the law. Once the AST is ready, both parties need to sign. You won't need any witness signatures though. At the same time as signing the agreement, you need to give the tenant the energy performance certificate, gas safety, the EICR, and the government's how to rent guide. It's best to get the tenant to sign to confirm that they've received these things. If issues arise later and you haven't documented this, it could work against you in court. We recommend using e-signing platforms as they provide timestamp proof, but hand signing is also acceptable. If you want to know more about this, as well as everything else you need to know in order to rent your property out the right way, click the link to get free access to my ultimate letting guide.